Welcome to the Weekly Homicide Report, the weekly program where we talk about all the people that needlessly died at the hands of another person. Now, normally I do this video on Thursday and I post it first thing Friday morning, but because of the Thanksgiving holiday, I'm doing this video on Wednesday and posting it on Friday, so numbers will be for 6 days instead of 7. So let's take a look at this week's graph. Chicago had 7 homicides last week. This is their lowest number in almost 2 months. Philadelphia logged 5 homicides, which makes 2 weeks in a row with 5 or less murders. Baltimore added 2 homicides and has reached the 300 mark. They had 338 in all of 2021, so will likely finish this year better than last year. Milwaukee added 4 homicides, passing the 200 mark. The city is currently at numbers 22 higher than this time last year. DC had 2 homicides and sits at 185 for the year. At this time last year, they were over 200. Minneapolis's website shows 0 homicides last week. I did, however, read an article about a 17-year-old who was shot and killed in Minneapolis, so do with that information what you will. There were 7 mass shootings last week. I covered a couple of them. The Colorado Springs one got the most coverage and had the most victims. However, on November 22nd in Chesapeake, Virginia, 7 were killed and 4 injured when a night manager at a Walmart opened fire, then killed himself. There was 1 school shooting, albeit accidental. A sheriff's deputy in Clinton, Indiana, was teaching a vocational law enforcement class and accidentally discharged his weapon, grazing a student. 6 children under the age of 11 and 26 between the ages of 12 and 17 were shot and killed last week. Both those numbers are fairly typical. Over 1,500 kids under the age of 17 have been killed by gunfire just this year. There were 13 defensive use of a firearm incidents, which led to the deaths of 4 members of the criminal element. 2 police officers were killed in the line of duty. Michelle O. Maceda by gunfire, and Jordan Jackson in a motorcycle crash. And we also lost K9 Pepper, who died from a snake bite received while training in a wooded area. Well, that's all I have for you today, but I'll be back next week with the week 48 numbers. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, and until next week, have a great week, and I'll catch you next week. Support this channel and pick yourself up some original crime-related apparel. Look for the link in the description.